guys, welcome to the Big Talk with Austin, your monthly movie news podcast. I'm your host, Austin, joined by Carson, my co-host.
Hello,
And
hello.
we last month we talked about a lot of things. It was like a 3.5 hour podcast, mostly because we did upload it late. So this time around we do have a smaller episode. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot, not, I mean, technically in the sense of things, a lot did happen this month. It's just that we talked like about some of it in the previous episode. So if you guys are like, well, what about this? It's like, well, probably go check out the previous episode. We probably talked about it. But we still got a couple of interesting things, like new services bundles, a horror movie around a perspective of a dog and a Jesus horror film. So, yeah,
That one is wild. I
yeah,
just am letting everybody know that is wild.
it's even
I
more wild
just,
what else is connected with it. So we'll talk a bit about
yeah,
it.
I'm interested to hear your perspective. That's probably one of my favorite topics. So,
I'm,
um,
I'm, we'll get to it. I have mixed feelings about it.
yeah,
So I don't know. Let us know what else we could do with this. We didn't actually, you have what are you reviewing? We didn't talk about this. Like you have a couple things
yeah.
set up, right?
Okay. So I do,
Okay,
and
I
I'm
just wanted to make
interested to
sure of
hear.
that.
Yeah, no, actually, I wanted to review a Netflix documentary, actually two documentaries
Okay.
that I found that were very fascinating. They just have a lot to do with what I currently do, working wise. And so I was fascinated. So I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm very excited for it.
Okay, cool. Because I didn't ask you that, so I was like, and not a lot of things not happened. Not a lot of things really came out this month.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed by that, honestly. So I was a little shocked, to be honest.
Everything that's been coming out lately has been just bleh. Like I'm enjoying
Bizarre.
Alien Earth, but also not. Like I enjoyed the first two episodes. Have you been watching that?
I have not. How is it?
The first two episodes are actually pretty good. Next episode three and four are like eh, or
Eh.
like they're kind of forgettable. Because like the first two episodes actually, you know, start out like if giving you like the alien sh giving you what you expect from like an alien project. And next I'm like, okay, well that's cool. But what does that mean for the later episodes? Because I thought you would be saving that alien stuff for the finales in some way. And it's kind of becoming what I was worried about because now it picked up the pacing with this quick suspensefulness, and now we're slowing and focusing on this story that isn't really that interesting. And so,
Are you against slow plot or like slow stories?
no, I'm not
I'm just
against it.
curious.
I'm
Okay.
against them if they feel like they're sluggish. And what we're focusing
Wow.
on are the main characters are androids, and I'm like, well, there's not really much tension because they're androids, and if they die, you could just have a backup memories and just plug them into a different Android. Um, there's like a connection behind the androids, but again, it still doesn't change the fact that they're androids. So it's not real. Like people have there's this weird thing uprising about androids having feelings. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. So,
Yeah.
and people really get connections with that, and it's there's some symbolism with it, and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't feel that connection. But there's a subplot that they are trying to humanize the xenomorph, and I'm like, I don't care about that. Like I want it to be a killing machine. That's all I care about. Stop trying to humanize it. They tried to do that with like Alien Resurrection in some way because Ripley is connected to the newborn. It's because she had that some form of connection. There's a similar subplot in this show. I'm like, why are we going in this direction again? It doesn't work. Stop trying to do it. So
Do you think, and I'm asking this because I'm curious, because I feel like sometimes writers, producers, directors do this. Sometimes I find that they almost force a story that has failed in the past to prove that it can work. It's like this
they did that with
desire.
Alien Romulus. Like there's a
It,
similar. writing storyline that they've done before, which they fixed it from Covenant, but then they added there's a similar subplot like with Resurrection. It's like they really want Resurrection to work in this universe. It's like, no, no one likes it. Stop it.
See, I think the issue that you have is that once it's been tried once, there's like skepticism
Yeah.
around will the next one be good? And I think we're at the point, I know this isn't one of our topics, but I
Oh
think we're
yeah.
at that point with like Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
where it's like, how many different times can you go to an island, make the mistake, be an idiot, get eaten by a dinosaur, chased by some random dinosaur that they should have never resurrected in the first place?
hmm
Like, how many subplots can you do or plots can you do of that specific film and still make it good?
I think it
Genuinely.
matters about the characters in those
Sure.
situations, and if I'm not attached to those characters, then the situation feels dull and repetitive.
Sure.
But if the and that's like kind of a thing. It's like when it comes to trying to humanize a killing machine, it's like when you try to humanize it, it loses the suspense of that creature.
Sure.
That's why Arnold in all the
They,
Terminator films aren't isn't really scary anymore as a villain. Because if you try to make him a villain again, it's like, well, yeah, he's an android, he's all programmed and all, but we recognize that face as a friendly face now to the point where
yeah.
he isn't really that scary anymore. So,
Part of me thinks, for instance, if they really wanted to go really fun, why not make a scary movie with in an alternate, when I say alternate universe, I mean just basically a spinoff where the
this show is
dinosaurs
kind
win
of, oh, you're
and
talking
take over
about,
the
oh,
planet.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, I'm talking about like in
Just in
any
general.
case,
Yeah.
yeah, like why not do a spin-off alternate?
Well,
Everybody likes scary movies.
the director did come out and say, or the showrunner of the show did come out and say that the alien Earth, he hasn't confirmed if it's canon or not. So you can watch him like, but I feel like that's a cop out, just in case if it's bad, if people think it's bad,
Yeah, then it's not canon.
it's like it's not
I,
canon. It's like
yeah,
no, it's like it's canon. It's you
yeah.
keep and so
This isn't
um
my creation unless it's bad.
yeah.
Then it's really not my creation. But if it's really good, then it's all canon. And it was all, I feel like that's what they tried to do with Star Wars. Like, oh, just kid, like,
Yeah, the sequels aren't
all,
canon, guys, actually.
yeah.
Um,
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. And like, retconned all the stuff.
well, because
There's just things.
it'd be so much like like legal reasons behind it. I don't know.
I also think too, they'd be screwed because all of their parks and stuff are based upon the new movies.
well, didn't they
Uh,
uncanon the parks? Aren't
I
the
have no idea. Did
because
they? Did
the
they
park it
actually?
was canon, but I think they uncannoned it
There's no way. There's no way. Batu is not. There.
because they started adding characters in the park that weren't supposed to be there because it's not part of the canon or the storyline that it takes place in.
Oh, that is a question that came up.
And
No,
so
Disney did not retcon Star Wars and park continuity when creating Galaxy's Edge.
they
I was going
sh
to say there's
they
no way.
should. Doesn't
There.
make any sense. Because like you could have like because how cool would it be to have Darth Vader walking around there? It's stupid to have that part even canon in general. Um, because it doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense. Like you have
No, you
people
can't
making
do that.
lightsabers.
Too much money. They've spent too much money too. It's just what they should do is they should just continue to lean into the products and the things that work.
Hmm.
I think the issue that they have just in general, and this goes along with the showrunner that we're talking about, but just is when you focus on the things that do work, then it becomes too repetitive and it's not niche or fun or interesting anymore.
Well,
It gets old.
you know what's funny is like new like the stuff that really creeps me out in the show is the new creatures that they introduce. It's not even really the xenomorph anymore because they've done it so many times. It's like, yeah, it's a cool design, but it's not really scary anymore. They have a creature in this one where it's an eye and it jumps on you and it lashes to you and pops out your like pops out like an eye and makes it kind of controls you. It's almost like a I forget I forget what similar
Mind
creature. It's
control.
almost
No,
like a mind. It's almost essentially like a mind control situation. It's fucking gross and creepy. So it's cool,
leave it to them to come up with creepy, weirdo stuff.
but again, it's like sooner or later they'll try to humanize the eye as well. It's like, well, the eye is scared because it wants its own body. It's misunderstood. Oh, great, cool, great.
You're like, no, it
No.
just, but here's the thing is that every time they do that kind of stuff, they run into the issue where I just think they're not sold into a story because it's so easy to change it. It's like, well, we're sold in it unless it sucks. Then we're not. Then it's
Hmm.
not part of our story.
Yeah.
And I just don't like that. I think it's just a cop out. So
Yeah. So there was a minor review of Alien Earth. But we're gonna move on to our first topic here.
yes.
Um, so we've been talking about a lot about Paramount, Warner Bros. It's been official that Paramount has been officially been bought out by Skydance, or not fully, but partially bought out by Skydance. I think they have like the biggest sharehold now at it,
Yeah, it's a deal. They basically didn't want Paramount to basically be dismantled
like
by like
Paramount
private,
Plus, but and
yeah, by
Sony.
private equity people. I mean,
Yeah.
you see it all the time. They take something that works. It's basically like cutting the fat off and just throwing everything else, and then milking the money for what's
Which
left.
is Warner Bros. Is what is they're doing right now at the moment. Like they're just getting rid of all the stuff that isn't working and keeping what does work. And
See, I think the big places like Disney, Max, like this is what Netflix doesn't do well. They have shows that do really well, and then they go canceled
yeah,
one season, we're done, and it's like what? And then you have Grey's Anatomy that has 5 bajillion,
yeah.
quadrillion seasons.
How many times are you gonna have these doctors be like, I lost another patient. I never lost a patient. It's like what?
It,
It's
it, it, it blows my mind. And that's not to say I have hatred for that show because I don't, but
it
there are
should have
definitely
stopped
some
after a while.
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's definitely some shows
Like
that
we're on
need to.
25 seasons of Family Guy. It's like it's not funny anymore. Like they
I just think that'll always be you know, they just
well,
pulled
like
out of the wickets.
I went back and watched Family Guy and watched like a couple of their new stuff. They had a parody of Top Gun. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting because they do like sometimes they do those parody episodes where they put
What is
their
it good?
no, it was terrible. It was so stupid. It was bad. It was just
Yeah, we're on season 22 of Grey's Anatomy, and it's like,
are all the
do
main
people even
cast
still
members still
watch that
there?
show? I have no idea. No, a bunch of them died.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
let me
Did most
see.
of them die in a plane crash? It's like, ugh.
No, that's Lost. No, I'm just kidding.
They
Um,
had a plane crash episode from what I remember.
let's see. This was not a trailer. Like they released this, and they only got 35,000 views on this. So it's like,
More
are
than
people even?
the new Call of Duty
Oh my
trailer.
goodness. I mean, does that even like what do you even? I don't even know. Like, I don't know what the ratings are for Grey's Anatomy. I'm curious.
I don't know, but there's probably enough people watching where they can keep on doing it. But I feel like after a while, it's like, is it worth paying all these actors? Because is it the main girl still there or no? Or did she leave?
I think Meredith Grey or whatever her name's still there, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Um, let's see. I don't know. All I know is that people are like, never take it off the air. I've been here since the beginning. Okay, that is not a good reason to
No.
keep something on the air. I like it. I don't know. I just don't understand. So, and then other
It's like The
shows get
Walking
canceled.
Dead. It's like there's like 20 spin-off shows with these main characters from the original show, and it's like none of them are gonna die because if they wanted to kill them off, they would kill them off in the main show. And so
Exactly.
the tension
And
there is gone.
and that's the thing is it's like where do these show people like good example. Look, I'm gonna get hate for this. I already know, but it's okay. Like you go look at like Stranger Things. Okay,
Oh
people are
God.
very into that show, and now here we are. What 3 years later, 4 years later, waiting for a three-part season finale, whatever the heck.
Yeah, and the rumors are that each episode is like 2 hours long. And I'm like, if that's the case, I'm not watching it. That's
I, I just don't understand. I'm like, why can't we just go to the shows that are really, really good? Not saying it's not good, but what I'm saying is,
well, Stranger Things
why
hasn't been
not?
good since season 2.
Well, for sure. But I mean, like, it's been average, it's been mid. But I'm
Yeah.
like, why aren't we investing money, Netflix, in shows that we know could probably be just as big? They don't give shows the opportunity to be big, and they've had some good
Well,
ones.
they let. other shows that they don't own, and next they buy it, and next they make those bigs, but they don't let their own shows be big because
It's weird.
they can't make their own shows be big unless it's like Stranger Things. Like that's the only show that they allow to stay big. And but they take like 40 years like Euphoria to put out another season. And so I don't like def I
I
don't know.
mean, they have a bunch of like Lockwood and Co. That was a great TV show. I loved it.
But I
Archive 81, Midnight Club.
mhm.
Uh, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. There's Santa Clarita Diet. That got canceled way too fast. That was a fantastic show. That was funny.
Well,
I just don't get it.
it's better for them to cancel it than to ruin it. So there's that.
That is true. But I mean, how do you know if you're going to ruin it if you just
It's
cancel everything?
Netflix.
Yeah, I just some of these I'm like, no, I'm glad they canceled. There's just quite a few that I'm like,
I wish that they canceled Millie Bobby Brown, just stop working with her, but you know, that's a bit mean.
yeah,
She just got married too. Uh, but
yeah, Glow, Mindhunter. Uh, although I don't think that was Netflix's fault, I think the creator had something to do with that. But
mm,
like, there were so many good shows where I'm like, dang. So, what I don't like about this, and I'm going to link this back to what we're talking about, is I don't like all of these things combining because when you have one entity and one source starting to combine and be together and be massive mergers, there's no interest realistically to keep releasing shows. Whereas, if there's competition between like Paramount, HBO, Warner Bros,
mhm.
Apple, which by the way, I don't know what Apple's doing. They don't release anything ever. I feel like I go look on Apple TV and I'm like, it's the same three shows that I've seen for the last like 3 years, it feels like.
That takes
Like
as long to put out a new show.
yeah, there's no
But when they do put it
competition.
out, it's pretty good content. So,
Yes, they do. They've come out with some great shows, honestly. But I think what I'm trying to say is Apple has so much freaking money. You're
mhm.
telling me that they can't keep making good shows. Like you're telling me there's not people in Hollywood that haven't been discovered that can't make good shows or can't act. That's just
I
bull.
think the problem is with working with Apple, it's straight to streaming mindset. And some people, and there's a lot of people in Hollywood that don't want to do that because
Well, I
there's
mean,
for
look at F1.
well, F1 went to theaters. There's a difference, and
And for sure.
that was also a combined production or like combined distribute with Warner Bros. And so
Yeah.
there's Warner Bros. Probably saved F1 from going from streaming. And
Like I'm
that would be probably the reason why it gets a physical release, probably. I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. Well, and here's the thing is you go look at the top 10 movies of Apple. Only
Well,
mm,
F1 is the first almost profitable Apple movie. This is way off topic, but well, F1 is the only film that Apple has put out that actually made money.
well, I
And
mean, they're not going to make money on every single. That's the thing. Look how many of these shows and
well, the
stuff don't
pro
make money.
I'll link back to it for a different topic later, but the thing is Apple doesn't need to make money off their movies. They're a
No.
trillion dollar company. It doesn't matter to them. It's just an extra investment for them. Um,
Oh,
but
it crossed $600 million at the box office 4 days ago.
but it needs I believe like 750 to break even. It's not going to break even. Um, so but Apple because Apple put like $300 million into the budget, I think. Um, so but reverting back to the whole topic is your problem is with like stuff merging. So one of our topic here is Paramount is looking at the buy Warner Bros. Well, the problem is with Warner Bros. Um, their their stocks are all over the place. They're not
Yeah.
looking good. If you're, but the problem, I feel it's weird though because Warner Bros. Has been putting out movies that are actually profitable, like Weapons, Superman. What they F1 is well, it's not really profitable, but for them it probably is because Apple, there's some Apple deal between them where they're making money and distributing. Um, like Warner Bros. ha like they're top, like I believe like they're the top studio right now with the most profitable films of the year. Because didn't they also do Sinners, which is really profitable?
I believe so, yes. No, wait,
So
no, I thought Sinners was Studio whatever.
I think it's
I'm
I think
checking.
it's Warner Bros.
Is it? I thought it, I'm 99% positive
It's Warner Bros.
uh it is Warner Bros. Okay.
Yeah, I think they did. I think Line Cinema was also part of it. I think I don't know. But yeah, they're making profit from movies this year, so you would think like stockholders are like, all right, well maybe let's look back into Warner Bros. But at the point, but whatever David Slapstaff has done with Warner Bros. Probably ruined its reputation, hurt the brand, hurt the name. HBO is
Yeah.
all over the place with its quality, with The Last of Us, with House of the Dragon, and it's what's funny? Hulu has become the new HBO.
See, it's interesting because Hulu, I felt like for the longest time sucked.
Yeah,
And recently it's been really
they've
good.
they've they've been like, doesn't Hulu own the Bears? Isn't that Hulu? Because isn't it like
It
Hulu
is,
Fox, like FX?
I believe it is. Yeah.
So like Hulu is like they've become the new bear, like the new HBO Max, in a sort of way. But connecting it again, going back, we get off topic a lot, but going back to a
It's
Paramount,
FX, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
FX and Hulu. But Paramount is looking to buy Warner Bros. And I question why. Why buy another studio? Because Paramount's also not doing that good. Their stocks are more higher than Warner Bros. But it's like
Money.
I don't get what is their strategy? And the Puck wrote an article here. Do you want to go into what they wrote about and the reason
So
why?
yeah, I wanted to pull this up because I was looking at it. So basically I did a little bit more research because I was curious.
Hmm.
So it this specific report that we're looking at says more or less they're also looking at taking a run at acquiring Warner Bros. Basically more or less the fact that it's just not all of these are not big enough to compete. Now, as to what that means or like what the vision is, like I said, I think what they're trying to do is consolidate so that they have power to compete with like the Netflixes and
Because
companies like
Paramount
Amazon
Plus.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and companies like Amazon and Apple that obviously don't make money from their TV shows, but they have so much revenue and profit from other places that they can pour it into it and
Hmm.
just keep creating content. Now, I went and found a different one and I thought it was interesting. It was reported 25 days ago. More or less, an insider from the industry said that Sony and Paramount are both interested in acquiring Warner Bros. Discovery.
Well,
Um,
I think the reason why Sony wants to do it is because Sony and Warner Bros. Have good connections with when it comes to their physical release. I think there's something in there for Sony.
mhm.
And they don't see HBO Max as like a streaming service, more as like a network service because they don't make original movies on HBO Max. It's just unless they do. I don't think they do on
Yeah. Well, and
it's
here's
it's
the
it's
thing.
just mostly TV shows. So that wouldn't really Sony wouldn't get into like the streaming wars with that.
Well, and here's the thing is Warner Bros. Hasn't really had a successful merger since 1990.
Mm.
Like you go actually look at the money that's spent, and
I think they're
almost
losing like $11 a day or something from their stocks. I've looked.
it's even beyond the stock. Like you go and look at the cost of each of these movies, or each of these studios. Warner Bros. Bleeds money,
Hmm.
so there has to be some big play that we're missing because I don't know. I don't know how Paramount can do a merger that they're still finalizing. Like they literally just went through
Yeah,
one and
they
it just
they.
doesn't make sense.
I feel like there would be some legal actions there.
Oh, that's
Um,
even if it's allowed to go through by
yeah,
regulators. And that's the thing is it's like
But
I
Paramount's
am
but also Paramount is also not that Paramount's someone that is still kind of healing because like they're also struggling in the industry as well. Like
yeah.
they're not putting out great films or great content on Paramount Plus, so it's like you're kind of just putting yourself in even more debt if you buy Warner Bros. I don't know.
I
Like
mean
I don't see the
that's what
point.
you're doing is you're buying something that bleeds money. I
Hmm.
just don't see the play. Warner Bros. Would be a smarter idea if somebody like Apple or Amazon wanted to continue to jumpstart studio acquisition.
Yeah.
Like that to me would be a play to say, like if Apple really wants to, continue hooking people into their products, it's hey, we have Apple TV and now we're Apple TV Warner Bros. And we do all of this content
That would
where
cover
we
the
don't,
whole thing. Like
well,
their
you would just
whole,
that's what I mean. You wouldn't have to, like, Apple wouldn't have to keep being so slow on the uptake. They would take on the projects of Warner Bros. Now,
yeah.
as to how, whether or not that'd be approved by regulators, what are the, I'm not, familiar with that. But I just see it as Apple needs content which keeps people on their devices
Hmm.
because in recent years, their devices haven't been keeping up with some of the, Apple is never the first, usually. They're usually the ones that perfect technology.
Well,
Um,
and if
and
they
it used to be
buy,
that they were the first.
yeah, well, if they also bought Warner Bros., that would open the doors more for them in the industry because you would have studios like sets for you. You wouldn't have to go out and pay for that. You would also have connections for physical media as well, which I think Apple should get into, which because that's again. Apple can afford paying because reason why studios are not doing physical media anymore is because they lose money. Apple wouldn't lose any money on physical media either. So it's
Yeah.
like it
I,
would
I'm
open a
just
bunch of doors for them.
it's just what is the play? And so it doesn't make sense to me. I think Warner Bros. Should be left alone in the meantime. I don't think anybody should touch it with a 10-foot pole
Unless
unless it's a tech company that has so
yeah,
much
like
money that
Sony.
they can absorb it. Yeah. Where it's just like, here's money, goodbye.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it's nothing against Warner Bros. I'm not saying Warner Bros. Releases bad stuff. They're not good. What I'm
Uh,
saying is that for companies that are already having a hard time competing with people like Netflix, merging with something that bleeds money just makes no
well,
sense.
that whole
It
industry is
is
bleeding like it profusely. So it's like buying something right now like Warner Bros. Isn't probably a smart
correct.
move.
It is beyond me to think that rather than targeting the strategy of why are we losing money? Oh, because the content that we've been coming out with is trash and
Yep.
nobody likes it.
And we've been
Rather than
charging
focusing,
$20 for that trash. And
I
it's
that people are like fatigued, and then they're like, well, I can just wait 3 months because I can just watch it on Netflix or
well, that's yeah, that's
Max or
the one thing I find so baffling. It's like like studios are realizing, okay, streaming isn't really we shouldn't be using streaming as like the forefront for our movies,
no.
but yet they still are training people to wait 3 months to
That's right.
for it's like, what's the point? Might as well throw it on streaming at that point. It's like it doesn't.
So what they need to do is there needs to be a push to say our streaming platform is specifically for our TV shows
Mhm.
and movie content that we
The
drop straight to
library,
streaming.
yeah.
This is our library. And then our movies that are, because if they want to force people to go to the theaters, drop it in 6 months rather than three. I
Yeah.
mean, if you say,
Well,
look, the reason
Disney's doing a good job because they just put out Thunderbolts on Disney Plus, and that movie came out at May.
May, so June, July, August, we're only 3 months away.
Yeah.
It was still 3 months. But I mean,
Well,
here's the thing. I had friends that were like, well, I don't really need to see it because it'll be a Disney Plus in a few months. And I was like, you missed out
mm,
on an actual movie that I think
well,
was good on the
yeah.
big screen.
I guess it was 3 months. I might have been
Yeah,
wrong. Yeah,
it's terrible. And then you go and look at it and it's like, well, did it I don't know what the viewership is, but I'd be curious to see the numbers.
it was
Like
probably good.
I don't think people keep their Disney subscription though for a movie that comes out 3 months later because then you
Mm.
go calculate the cost and it's like, well, maybe I just spent $20 a month. I just spent $60.
Yeah.
Now you could argue you'd spend $60 to go to the theater, but I mean, there's cheaper ways to get to the theater and go see a movie. It's not like there's no seats available.
Which this theme, this talk about streaming will continue throughout the whole entire episode. That we
No,
actually
I know.
have,
Sorry. I'm excited.
we actually have like an actual cohesive theme this episode when it comes
Hmm.
to talking about all these topics. So let us know your guys' thoughts. I think this is a not real. This isn't as an interesting move as Sony buying Paramount. Like this is just like okay, well, why are we even thinking this? It's like Disney has more of an opportunity buying Warner Bros. Than Paramount.
Disney needs to fix their stuff first before they do anything. Just my
I
opinion.
think Disney I think it would be
Stay
healthy
in your
for the
lane, Disney.
I think it would
Stay
be
in your lane.
healthy if Disney just went out of business.
That
It,
sounds
it
terrible.
would
Then
be
I wouldn't
hell
be able to go to the Disney parks.
you don't go to those anyways.
I love what? I've been to Disneyland probably
They can
12 or
they can
15.
sell off Disneyland. Disneyland and Disney World can still exist. It's just that like the studio as a whole should just go out of
Part of
business.
the part of the magic of it is all the Disney movies.
What you know what
We say no to that, everybody.
you know what
Everybody
that we
write
should
me
do?
comments about Austin. Write
We
them.
should make a theme park bundle where you have all these IPs in one theme park
That's what Six Flags has been trying to do. They own, I think, 40 plus parks now. Um,
with different IPs. Oh, I guess
yeah,
they
well, like different, they purchased different parks and merged and all these things. And now you can buy like a gold pass or something where you can go to all 40. I just saw a commercial for it the other day. I was
oh.
interested. So,
I think
anyway,
it's
that was
I think
unrelated.
yeah. Wow. But let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below on this
Drop
matter.
them. Drop them.
So Superman. So it just came out on digital, which has only been a month. It's a weird move if we're talking about this whole entire streaming thing, but at the same time, Superman wasn't going to make that much money in theaters. It was not.
It
It
did
well,
well. I
it did better than most people thought it would. But the thing is, putting out putting it out on digital, it either well, it's still training people to wait to go to not go to theaters, but it's also it's also improving Superman's profitability than just waiting to see what it does in theaters. I go back and forth on how I feel about this, but speaking of how much it made in theaters, it has crossed the $600 million mark, which is most than what people thought it was going to make. And people that still didn't like the movie, which if you don't like the movie, that's totally cool. But to say that this movie flopped baffles me. It
Oh,
baffles
it definitely didn't.
it well,
No.
it didn't flop, but and it's not only profitable, it's just not really that profitable because of how much
Uh,
it did. It because the break even point was like $575 million, so it's made 25, technically it really made only $25 million back in profits, but that's better than nothing. And people are like, this
yeah,
is terrible. This is a flop. It's like it was never going to make that much money in the first place.
yeah,
And I don't know. People want to find ways to have other people hate it. It's one thing if you don't like the movie, but then you try to make 20 different videos on this one film for the reason why you didn't like it and why you shouldn't like it is I hate that mindset. And
yeah,
so, because like I constantly see people that I follow and people I know personally constantly talking crap about the movie. It's like, okay, we get it. You don't like the movie. Move on. Like I make jokes about the Acolyte and Emilia Perez, but you don't see me making 20 videos of why it shouldn't be an Oscar worthy thing. It's just not really worth my time. Like it's fun to make jokes of it every once in a while. But to spend 20 minutes on the same thing that you've erased told thousands of people that you didn't like, you're just repeating yourself at this point. There's no point. So, I think people should be happy that Superman's making is doing well. This also shows people are interested in this world. Again, it doesn't mean everyone is, but it shows that enough people are interested in this world that it will continue. We'll see more of these films, which leads to the question: how much will Supergirl make?
um, I don't think.
Because there's questions going around like Supergirl will be more profitable than Spider-Man brand new day. I'm like, okay, all right. I'm looking forward to what
Okay,
James
who
Gunn
said that?
has in store with this universe, but no. Oh,
I'm gonna be mean, and I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think Supergirl breaks 350 million
like domestically or worldwide?
worldwide. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, we lost him. See, if you guys weren't watching the previous episode, this is a thing that happened a lot because he just has terrible Wi-Fi. Um, so insert elevator music.
That movie though.
Oh, oh, there you
Oh,
are. You're back.
okay.
So I was playing
Lilo.
the elevator music, so you're gonna have to say everything again.
Okay. Lilo and Stitch did 1 billion.
Hmm.
Minecraft did 957 million. Jurassic World Rebirth did 847 million,
So
which
you're saying that
evaporates my mind.
garbage films make more money than good films?
No, I'm saying I don't understand. Like go look at this. Sinners made 366 million,
Well,
but
that's
76% of that was domestic. So like look at Superman. Okay.
it's the highest
Superman's sitting at,
grossing domestic Superman film.
yes, it is. And 57% of the money is domestic and
Hmm.
42% is foreign. So I don't think I'm thinking of Americans and what they like to watch. And you go look at these graphs, and it's like, I thought Fantastic Four was a better movie than Superman. I really did. And Disney Marvel, like, come on now. And they're still $110 million off. And it only came out 2 weeks later.
Yeah. It See, the thing is that's every film. So it's not just Superman like people because people are like, "Oh, see, Superman's a flop because no one it's not getting international viewing." So is basically every other film because it's just films are just not good. That doesn't mean I don't think Superman's not good. It's just that there's so many bad films that even the good ones are getting hurt by it. So because a film is not
Correct. I
because a
mean,
film doesn't make money doesn't mean it's not good. It's like kind of
like
the opposite
20,
way around now.
well, look at 28 years later, it only made $150 million.
That movie's not good anyways.
Like, no, it's not. But I mean, like, Freakier Friday,
Blech.
116 million.
Good.
Karate Kid Legends, 112 million.
Good.
Accountant 2, 103 million.
That's an Apple movie. No, it's an Amazon movie,
Uh,
not an Apple movie. It's an Amazon
okay,
movies.
I mean, like, for perspective, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary
Yeah.
made
It's the
more
high
movie than Flight Risk, Wizard of Emerald City,
it's
The Phoenician scheme. I mean, like, that's crazy.
you know what, well, it's funny because that you bring that up. That is like the highest grossing re-release film of all time.
Well, it's because it's so good. I mean, like, but I mean, like, some of these, like, Drop. I liked the movie Drop. It was pretty good, and it
Yeah,
only made 28 million.
but you have to also look at each film's budget. And this is a constant talk about like the budgets. Like they just films the industry is hurting so badly that films need to be properly more budgeted that you can't give Supergirl $225 million. You just simply can't. Like
No, at
because you just said it
50
yourself.
million, maybe.
Depends on the story. I say 100 max. 100, maybe. Because at least if it's 120, that's still in the range of 300 million worldwide, and that's still a
Yeah,
profitable. And but guess what? The people that don't like James Gunn be like, see, this Supergirl's movie is a flop.
I
This
mean,
universe is already dead. But yeah, it's okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it only made $300 million worldwide, but it only had a budget of $100 million, making it profitable. Now, I'm not
yeah,
saying that's the case yet. I don't even know what the budget is, but I'm hoping that they hopefully they budget the film properly where it can be profitable. So,
yeah. I'm looking back from years, and Avatar did $2.3 billion. Holy guacamole! Top Gun Maverick did 1.5 million or billion, excuse me. Spider-Man No Way Home almost 2 billion. I'm looking pre-2020. Oh, COVID, man, that just crushed everybody. Avengers Endgame, $2.8 billion.
yeah.
That was in
There's even talks about the new Avengers film not making like $1 billion. I think it will make $1 billion, but I don't think it's gonna make two.
Well, look how many. Okay, in 2019, there were one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine films that made over $1 billion.
Hmm.
In 2018, there were one, two, three, four, five films that made over $1 billion. 2017, there were four films that made over $1 billion. I mean, you go look at 2021, there was
There's
one.
there's only gonna be two films this year that make $1 billion.
2022, there's three. 2023, there's two. 2024, there was three. I mean, the new norm is just to accept that people just aren't. Well, there's already two films over $1 billion this year.
Well, I
Lilo and Stitch and Me Too.
yeah, but I guess if we're talking about American films, because that's the big crux of everything. It's like America's hated, so like American films do worse. Every film is doing worse. Like like F1 is a foreign film because F1 is an American thing. If that would have why is that not profitable then if it's America being the problem? And so.
I don't think it's the United States that's the problem. I just think worldwide there's not a desire to see movies.
Well,
I
because
mean,
quality
the
has
fact that,
dropped and there's actually so many films that are coming out that I think also the money's been spreaded around where it's not films like the Marvel film was you used to make each film used to make $1 billion, but not anymore.
yeah.
So
Well, so for instance, Jurassic World Rebirth. How much do you think that Jurassic World did well because it was Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey? Genuine question.
probably 5%.
Oh, so you just think people just like
I people just like
Jurassic World
dinosaurs.
movies?
Yeah.
That is so stupid. I just, that movie sucked. It was literally one of the worst movies that I've ever seen.
Yeah. I enjoy I had slight enjoyment in that last hour of the film, but that's just because stuff actually started to happen. It took an hour to get to the
Yeah,
goddamn island. Like
I
it's
know. Yeah. I hate this new one. This movie sucks. This movie isn't even worth $5.99, let alone the free ticket that I had. Yikes. I mean, like
it,
that
Dra
to me is
Jurassic
crazy.
World Rebirth is like one is going to be that film where you find at the bottom of like the DVD bin, the this like the bacteria bin. It's just because like people that film has so many praises, but I guarantee people will forget about it after this year. People won't remember it. And so, but yeah, that's let us know your guys' thoughts on Superman and it's crossing $600 million at the box office. I think WB should be happy with that. James Gunn should be happy with it. I'm a little slightly disappointed right now with Peacemaker. I think people are also being dramatic again with Peacemaker, not in the sense of the quality of it, but the sense of like you want people to go from watching from Superman to Peacemaker when Peacemaker is a rated R film. People have been asking for rated R stuff for in the MCU all for like the past 15 years, and all of a sudden now it's a problem to have a rated R thing in a superhero genre that is
Yeah.
connected to PG-13 and PG stuff. It, there's some freaking hypocrisy. Like people are just being hypocrites at the moment. I don't know if it's because Zack Snyder fans or if you just hate James Gunn. If you don't like James Gunn, okay, all right.
I don't think it has anything to do with that even. I just think people are dumb.
Well, people want
Just
to
kidding.
complain.
Sorry, that
People
was
just want
really
to complain
offensive.
about something, and so James Gunn's just
People
that.
find everything to complain about.
Yeah, they'll find something.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to complain about genes and make it about Hitler
Oh gosh, no.
propaganda. So,
Not jeans. Oh, here we are again. No, I
so
think, joking everybody, but I just think one of the things that I found really frustrating is that people just find a way to hate on everything, anything and everything all the time. Um,
yeah.
so it's, it's just really
Um.
frustrating. But yeah, I don't know. I think that was my take is that F1 I think did really well. It didn't have to be profitable. I mean,
No,
the fact that Apple got a movie over $500 million and
and is Brad Pitt's highest grossing film of all time,
go Brad Pitt,
which
A
is so
plus Brad Pitt.
strange because he's like he's an A plus actor, a B plus A plus actor.
I'd say he's an A actor.
Is
He's an
it?
A-lister. Bro's good.
Has he won an Oscar? I don't know if he's won an
Oh, good
Oscar.
question.
I know he's probably been nominated a few times. I don't know
I,
if he,
I thought he was great in that movie, honestly.
I don't think it's
Um,
Oscar worthy though.
no, but I mean, I think it was a good movie. I think
Yeah.
that he did an excellent job. Let's see. I always forget he was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
So that was
They were dating
okay.
while Friends was out.
Um, oh, credits. Um, Academy Awards Best Supporting Actor nomination. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button Best Actor nomination. Best Actor nomination for Moneyball. Best Supporting Act. Oh, okay. Best Supporting Actor. He won for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in
Oh,
2019.
yeah, he did do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, it's just
he's
it's crazy to think that he's just now making a film over $500 million. Like
he has
he's
two BAFTAs, two Golden Globes, a Primetime Emmy, two Screen Actor Guilds Awards, and two Academy Awards as a producer and as an actor.
hmm, hmm,
So
that's pretty cool. I would, I mean, yeah, he's well deserved. I want him to see, I want to see more stuff. I hope that I hope Ocean 11 or Ocean 14 happens because I like those first two films and I like his chemistry with George Clooney. So, let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below on the box office at the moment and if you think if it's rigged or if it should be more money. I don't know. Let us know. Moving on to our third topic is we we're all looking forward to the Harry Potter show, right? According to the original
yeah,
director of the films, isn't. He's like, what's the point? He's not looking forward to it, which I kind of agree to a point. It's like what's the point of remaking the series into a show? But
yeah,
I don't like see I'm someone that has a hard time with reading, and I know for a fact I'm not gonna sit down and read the Harry Potter books. I'm just simply not. So
yeah.
if they're gonna expand a bit more on the books, that's what intrigues me about it. And that's why I'm like, all right, well, if they're gonna expand on things, that's cool, and try to be more close to the source material as possible, then sweet, cool. All right, let's see what you guys can do with that.
I
Um,
think it'll be. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, sorry.
well, I was just gonna say like, this show would be good for people who just don't want to sit down and read a book that takes like 20 years of their life to read. That's I mean, the first book is pretty small. It's this probably the smallest one out of the franchise, but some people just don't want to sit down and read because they can't really interact with it like a movie in a way or a show. People just connect differently when it comes to visual telling than reading. So, but what were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I was going to say it was interesting because I don't know. You change it too much, people get mad. You leave it the same, people get too mad. It's like I don't even
There's
know
no
what
middle
people
ground.
are. Yet there's no like. Could you imagine if they changed Hagrid to a woman? You would be like, "My gosh,
I
Hagrid!"
mean,
Or
they cast the black man to play Snape, so
Snape, which I'm fine by. He's a fantastic actor. My
I
goodness.
don't have a problem with it, but people do have a point that they did describe Snape in the book. So it's like, well, if, I thought you were gonna
Eh,
be it's not really
eh.
that big it's not that big of a deal to me. It doesn't really matter to me. But it is kind of some parts might feel weird when Harry's dad would be bullying him, especially when he's black. So people will be like, this is racist. So I don't know.
Yeah, everything's about money.
Money,
What's the point? Money.
money.
Everything's about money.
But
Let's just be.
when it comes to this Harry Potter show, we've seen some set photos of Hagrid. So I think the Ronnie,
It's Nick Frost. It's Nick
yeah,
Frost.
which I forgot how short Nick Frost is, and so they have actually stand-in actors for the for him. and they kind of did similar things with with the original actor that played Hagrid in the series. Like if you go back and look at certain shots in the movie, you can see like this dummy face or standing in the background for like farther shots, so you don't have to get close-up shots of the actor. You just see like far shots of this dummy.
Yes.
It's so funny. I'll if I can find a photo, I'll put it up. But some of these set photos that we've been seeing are pretty cool. I'm curious if they've reused sets from the movies in this show.
Oh gosh, if they did, we'll never hear the end of it. It'll be, I can't believe they kept it the same and blah
Yeah.
blah blah. But then if they changed it, it's I can't believe they changed something that we love so much. Oh,
I
it's just
yeah.
oh,
I can't believe
oh.
They made Harry gay. What?
They're not going to do that. They won't change. But no, I think for me, it's just make a decision. Like, just do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, don't watch it. I just too much effort.
I look at everything about the quality, and if the quality is good, that's what matters. Hence why I didn't like How to Train Your Dragon's remake, not because there's a black actor that's playing Astrid, because the movie just wasn't good. So, gotta
I
res
just thought it was the same thing.
yeah,
So,
done worse though. With the wooden acting. So, what do you think about these set photos?
yeah, it looks like Harry Potter. I
Yeah.
I have nothing bad to say about it because they're trying to be true to the source material and then just expand upon it.
Yeah.
Sue me. Just kidding, don't. But like, what do people want? Do you want it to be super far off the source material,
Well, see, the
or
thing
do you
is,
want it to be close to the source material?
well, this is the funny thing. People contradict themselves all the time because they say they want new
It's
things,
exhausting.
but they also only go watch stuff that they've seen 20 times. And it's like, this is even better when they remade it. It's like, oh, it's Little Stitch.
I
Ohana means leave your family. Oh, that's the new meaning now. And it's like, it's even better. It's so sad. And it's like, so this is stuff that you
yeah,
like. And this is the change that you like. But when it comes to an actor's skin, ah, freak out. You got to rip someone's head off for it. And so,
yeah.
uh,
It is what it is. It's people will never be happy. I'm happy with the photos. I think it looks very normal,
mhm.
and I'm excited to see what they bring from it.
I'm curious to
So
see what they do. I'm a little worried because I think the first season is only going to have 6 episodes. I think they said 6 to 8 episodes. If each episode
yeah,
is literally an hour long, I'll be happy. But if we're doing the what Disney has done with like Star Wars and Marvel with this 30-minute to 40-minute episodes, it's like, well, okay, then now you're kind of proving some people's points. Like, what's the point then? If you're not actually expanding on anything. And so,
the point is that it is going to be good, and people need to just stop
well, we say
arguing
that
over.
about thing. We say it's like the point's it's going to be good, and it's just not good for that exact
It'll
reason.
be good. I think it'll be fine. I think people just are
Well,
too.
yeah, if Warner Bros. Messes up this, they're truly bankrupt. It's like
Oh my
they're
god,
they're
they'll be
truly
fine.
doomed.
It's
So,
Warner Bros. They'll be fine. I really think this.
yeah,
So
they'll sell
that
it off to Paramount, and they'll be
yeah.
totally cool.
Oh my goodness.
Let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below on the Harry Potter series. Do you guys like these photo sets, and are you guys looking forward to the show? So
And if you don't, let us know the changes that you would make because I'm curious to hear that too.
I would make everyone gay, so then no one can date anyone in the show.
That would make no sense. Then it would just be okay. That's besides the point. Everybody,
Sorry.
ignore Austin's suggestion and do yours.
What's the term when you are not attracted to anyone? What's the label that people use? I forget what that is.
I
Whatever
was
label that
jokingly
is.
going to say an introvert, but that's just
That's something
sarcasm,
else.
everybody.
But
I have no idea. I don't,
I
whatever.
think it's pansexual. I think that's the word. Um, people are gonna be like,
Sure.
people are gonna get mad if I'm wrong. But mm, I already probably upset someone, so who cares? But moving on to our next topic. So we've been talking about a lot when it comes to streaming and and how streaming has really hurt the industry. So it has hurt it so much that piracy has spiked s globally. Like people are like finding ways to watch the movie for free and or show for free without actually paying for the service. And The Guardian had an interesting article here talking about it. And would you like to read it since my reading sucks?
Sure. Can't pay, won't pay. Impoverished streaming services are driving viewers back to piracy. So this is from The Guardian. I want to make sure we quote it
Hmm.
correctly. So basically, um, it says for my teenage self in the 2000s, torrenting was the norm. Need the Coldplay album? Pirate Bay. Need Romeo and Juliet? Pirate Play. Or Pirate Bay, excuse me. But in Sweden, 25% of people reported pirating in 2024, a trend that has very much been driven by 15 to 24-year-olds. Basically, it says Netflix now costs upwards of 15 euros or pounds, and
Hmm.
you need more and more subscriptions to watch the same shows you used to find in one place. The average European household spends close to about 600 pounds, 700 euros a year on three or more video on demand subscriptions. People pay more and get less. So more or less, it says according to a London-based piracy monitoring and content, unlicensed streaming in is predominant in source of TV and film piracy, accounting for 96% in 2023. Piracy reached an all-time low in 2020, but by 2024, the number of viewers had risen to about 216 billion. 25% of people surveyed reported pirating in 2024. Um, it's basically a service issue, the fact that you need so many services. So
Well,
more
yeah,
or less, that was it. That
and
was what was written, and it was by, I wanted to make sure I quoted the author, and it's by Betsy Reed.
uh,
Oh, maybe
and
it's not. Yeah, maybe it is. Sorry.
well, the thing is, every month there's always like the services goes up in price, and like, but without any actual value is added to
Content. Yes, there's no
it's like
content that's
people are
good.
like, well, okay, why am I paying now $30 a month for the same amount when I'm supposed to be paying for more? And so it's like it that because a good example is like when AMC bumped up the price of their A-list, they gave you more to the value of the subscription by giving you an extra movie to watch for free a month. So you can watch now four movies for free a week.
Yeah.
And so that gives you more value into the subscription. But when these services bump up the price, you don't get any more value from it. You just get the same whatever.
No, you get the same value, and all of them canceling your TV shows. Cough Netflix.
Yeah.
And so
Or giving
it's
you terrible
weird.
content. Thanks, Disney. Um,
Oh gosh, oh, $250 million on Acolyte still blows
yeah.
my mind. I think for me, what's really impressive in this is that what we're recognizing is as more things get streamed, the more they're probably likely going to get put on Pirate Bay. I mean,
Mhm.
it's just digital content.
I don't
Austin's
recommend
favorite
it, but
Austin's favorite word, digital content.
uh,
Digital content is just winning out in a world that is completely
well,
continuing to be digital, digital, digital.
yeah. I mean,
So
like, it's funny. You don't have to pay $30 a month for a streaming service. You see that? You see those right there? Each one of those might be ex really expensive of costing $30 themselves, but hey, I don't have to pay monthly for those. Just watch them somehow start trying to charge monthly on physical media. It's like, what? It turns into like what's it? Investments and all that. It's like there's and why am I blanking words?
words.
When you can't pay something back on time, like a car payment, there's why am I
Oh,
blanking?
you default?
Oh, and he disconnected. I can't think of the word. Oh, there you
Hello.
are. All right.
Sorry. It's called
Um,
default. When somebody goes default and they can't make payments and they default on their loans.
uh,
No?
well, like like you have to pay even more. I forget what word I'm thinking of. I don't know why I'm blanking the word. It's or like like you have a credit card, and if you use that credit card, you can't pay back, and you can't pay back on the um cre- credit card. There's more the more you have to pay on the card. Why am I blanking the word? I don't know.
Oh, interest? You have to
Yes,
pay
interest.
interest?
Yes, I don't know why. I I ruined the joke because I couldn't think of the word. But
I was like, I have no idea what you're trying to say.
yeah, I don't know what I was trying to say either. But
I
yeah,
was like,
so
words, words.
words. But yeah, like that's why I like physical media because you don't have to pay $30 a month and however you feel in the mood of like watching, you can just walk right up and pick whatever you want to watch. You don't have to because most of the time whenever I'm like on Netflix, it's either a 90% of the time I'm going to click on something I already rewatched 1,000 times, or I just scroll until I fall asleep. That's how I that like that's why I'm giving money to Netflix. So then I can just
Yeah.
scroll and not actually watch anything new until I fall asleep. And so I don't blame people for stealing money, but I don't also recommend it. So there's that. There's a mixed bag how I feel about it. It's like, well, it makes sense why people are doing this because like you're making them pay more for less. But it's also bad. Uh, yeah, you got anything else to say on this? Because really connects to the next thing that could help piracy and
So here's the thing. I think the thing that I think about when it comes to piracy is they should they should continue to look into this and understand that it is so much money to pay for all of these streaming. I mean, when you're reaming people and not providing good content, people are just automatically gonna, no offense, but they're gonna go towards stealing it. They just they just are. And I don't mean that offensively or like, that it's bad. I'm just saying it's gonna happen.
hmm
So I don't know. I'm not surprised. I don't think it's a good thing. I obviously am not a fan of it because then it screws writers and producers and people who make the films out of money. But I mean, at some point, push comes to shove, I
What's a
can't
way
spend
what's a way to
$80 a month on
make
streaming.
people stop doing it besides giving them better content?
Bundling,
And
getting better
besides
content.
okay, well, what else can they do besides bundling and besides better content? The two simple answers. Besides that, what else could they really do?
Easy. Throw all of the torrent Pirate Bay people in jail.
Oh,
Straight
okay.
to jail. Straight to jail.
My answer is like
Uh,
we take all the bad stuff that they make and put it on one streaming platform, and you just have like all the bad stuff over there, and it's completely free. And so then the
oh
people
my,
that make and
isn't
next so the people that make bad stuff can get shamed and not paid. So then it's not really that big of a problem. And that's a terrible spot to freeze yourself on while yawning. That's not a good frame. Um,
oh, can you see me? Or am I
uh,
still frozen?
I can hear you, but you're frozen, and
I don't know.
you're frozen on a yawn. Oh, there
Am
you
I
go.
still frozen on a yawn? That's unfortunate.
But now you're back. So, but no, like I think there's ways to do it, especially in between releasing content. It's funny that we've used to call now it's funny that we're calling films and shows now content like their YouTube videos. It's so weird. But they could incise people yeah, I'm using that word right. Insist people to like get other benefits like maybe like a I don't know a free digital release if you stay for this amount of time like where you
Oh my gosh, not.
or not or like I did I say physical or
I
I
know
meant
what you meant. Yeah, I
digital
know what you meant. I know
or
what you
get
meant.
or get like 3D get a week early access to our brand new show Acolyte season 2 like it's like I don't
Yeah.
know do something like that if like to encourage people to stay with you instead of canceling their subscriptions and it's just simply just stealing it from other site like stuff like that could help like because like but all they do is just like, now you're paying $40 a month, but we're not changing anything about why. Uh, so anything like that comes into your mind that they could do?
I just think they need to focus on like focus up, make deals, make bundling, stop
Do
reaming people
giveaways. I don't
and
know.
adding commercials and all this crap. I just all these companies are just so greedy.
Well, you know what's
They're
funny
just
about
so
you
so
brought up
greedy.
commercials? Like you even get commercials in free ad like subscription. You can skip it, but you get like promotions for certain things whenever you start something. It's like I thought I'm paying for no ads. Why am I getting an ad? I get you're giving me the option to skip it, but I don't want to see it in general. So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
it's just yeah. I don't know. I just there's not a perfect answer. Um, it's just difficult. So I just one of those where I'm like, they just need to fix everything.
hmm Well,
So,
let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Moving on to this next topic, which still connects to
which
the whole
leads into
streaming.
what I was talking about. Can I do
Uh,
this one?
yeah, you can do this one. That's fine.
So Rogers, which is a Canadian media player, basically, or a Canadian, it's Canadian.
Hmm
So
Oh,
Canadians are cool.
mm.
Um, they're bundling Netflix, Disney Plus, and Apple TV in Canada,
Yeah, it's
and
only
they're
in
trying to
Canada at the
battle
moment.
cord cutting by bundling popular U.S. streaming services. So here's here's what's interesting. It's going to become later in the rest of the country for about 16 US dollars per month. Rogers estimates that the savings from the Stream Saver bundle will be around 30% per month compared to subscribing to each service separately.
Yeah,
That's
like that.
currently based like hello, that's just so smart.
Yeah, I think that's a way better bundled than the Disney Plus, Hulu, especially when Hulu's going to just be completely fully merging with Disney. So it's like that's better than the Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max bundle.
Hmm.
And so because now because since Hulu's just merging with Disney Plus, like there's no point of having this Hulu bundle at all. So it just becomes so you're basically getting Disney Plus, Hulu, Netflix, and Apple TV, the big three players in the streaming industry. And so you're saving what? Well,
I mean, it's saying you're saving about 20 to 30%. So you
hmm.
think right now it would cost them about 24 $23 American dollars rather than uh okay, let me calculate. Sorry, I'm looking 16, 23. Okay, so right now it'll cost about $23.25 US.
Hmm.
And this bundle is going to be about $16. So you're
Is
thinking like
that is
seven
that
bucks a month.
ads or without ads?
That's with ads because that's
Okay.
the lowest Netflix subscription.
What's the
So
what? So probably then it's gonna be $30 then for with no ads. I would assume.
I would imagine just about. But I mean, you're still saving money.
No,
So
you're
that's
saving
really
money then
good.
instead of paying $30 per streaming service. And so I and especially when it's the big three getting together, like that's like a huge game changer for everyone else because no one gets Peacock, no one gets Paramount Plus. So like
Wait,
you
I
could
do. I
uh
got Paramount Plus to watch Halo.
well that ended like 20 years ago. So like
My
so
dad and I got it for 1 month and then we canceled after we
I
binge
gotta
watched
get
them.
Peacock again so then I can watch the new season of Twisted Metal, which I don't know how that is at all. But immediately after I'm done watching it, I'm gonna cancel it because I'm not gonna keep it.
Cancel.
And so, and that's what they're trying to stop. But it's like that's really the streaming service that need to get bundles like Peacock and Paramount Plus. So it's like, well, here's a bundle for $2 because no one wants us. Um,
What they should do is they should do buy one, get one. So you buy Disney, you get Paramount Plus.
you get it for free for a year. Please, guys, take it.
Please, please.
The one joke from Family Guy I still think is funny is like when he's trying to buy like a Roadhouse and it's like they're and it's the clerk guy is like trying to offer him another movie, and he's like, "No, I don't want that." It's like the better not like if that movie touches 1 inch of Roadhouse, I will kill you or something like
Oh
that.
my gosh.
And it's like that's how I kind of feel with Peacock or Paramount Plus. Like if there's like a bundle, it's like if that ever touches HBO Max, I will kill you. It's like I don't want that.
I think how you're describing it is how you feel about physical media. Everybody, that is Austin. If
How I
digital
feel
content
how I feel when
touches my physical media,
that's how I feel whenever someone gives me like a bad movie. It's like if that is in my collection, I will kill you. I do own
I don't.
Jurassic World Dominion, so I do.
Oh gosh. Oh, burn that crap. So garbage.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know about you, but I just think for this one, it's just anything to save consumers money, I'm a proponent of. So
Yeah.
kudos to Rogers in Canada. I've talked to a few Canadians and I know they're not huge Rogers fans, even though
Like
Rogers is like
the website.
it's the media company.
Yeah.
Rogers also is like a huge supporter of like there's two Rogers arenas if I'm not mistaken. So they're locked in and for hockey. So,
Mm.
but yeah, no, good for them. Save money, live better.
When does it come out
Rogers.
in the US? It said next year.
It said something like that. Yeah. Who
Okay.
knows if that even comes out? All these companies are
Well,
so greedy, they'll probably
I mean,
cancel it
like
before it gets here.
if it's successful in Canada, then it will move forward, which most likely it will definitely be successful in Canada. But then it becomes like, well, that means let's rise the price on the bundles then, so then we can all equally get the same amount of money,
Yeah,
and that's what's going to end up happening. But here's a great idea. I don't think anyone has done this before. Let's just get all the companies to put all their stuff on a small little box. It goes into your house on your shelf. Like I think we should just do that.
I think that sounds like a great idea. It's
Yeah,
almost like
yeah.
somebody's come up with that before.
No, no, it's not. It's a new idea. Apple
They should
TV,
pay for that.
yeah, Apple TV technically is that. Like you get this little box and you get Apple TV. But so I don't know. Let us know your guys' thoughts on this, and let us know if you're Canadian, and let us know if this is working well for you. I don't think it's released yet. When does it actually release in Canada?
I think it said later this year, didn't it? If I'm not mistaken.
What's this August 27th? I don't know what that is.
Um, I think that was when the date that it talked about it. So
Okay.
yeah.
It doesn't have a release date, but whenever it does, let us know your guys' thoughts. All right, so moving on to the next topic, it's Carson's reviews. I have no idea what he's going to talk
Woo-hoo,
about, so
woo.
have fun.
Okay,
I'm going to leave.
thank you. Everybody, Austin loves allowing me to be my own independent person and give you just the best stuff. So, um, recently, the reason I did this one is because as we're actually filming today, it is actually the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina.
Hmm.
And so recently, Netflix released what's called the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. It's called Katrina Come Hell and High Water. I'm just going to read you the synopsis because I think this is the best way. It says on Netflix, which examines the storm's lingering damage, resilience of survivors in the National Geographic series Hurricane Katrina Race Against Time. It's available on Hulu and Disney Plus, but I believe it's also on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Long story short, I just think it's an excellent documentary to bring awareness around one, just how bad natural disasters can be, but two, just how long it takes basically recovery efforts for individuals that have been stuck in either storms. Um, you look you look at like things like um, this is not a political comment, just for awareness, but like you look at things like the Gaza Strip, Palestine, Israel, like places that are currently under destruction or not only natural disasters, but also just obviously man-made destruction and things that are terrible. So I just love it because I think it gives a great It's a very hard-hitting documentary. It gives a really good understanding of what happened, how we got to where we were, how bad the storm was. And I think anything that brings awareness and opportunity to bring education and really just understanding behind some of these things is really important. And, most of the viewers, 20 years ago, you may not have even been alive. You may have been, super young, only a few years of age. I remember 20 years ago, I was 9. So I remember it pretty well. And my parents talking to me about Hurricane Katrina and what a hurricane was, all those different things. So I just think that this was an excellent film. I love documentaries. I love National Geographic. I think National Geographic does an excellent job. And yeah, no, I'm huge into it. And I like all the people that I've talked to that have worked with me in disaster relief. I've like some of them were like I had to turn it off because I was crying because it brought back so much strong memories of seeing people. And so I think anytime a disaster survivor says that it makes them feel like that, like they hit that on the nail or on the head to really ascribe how it was for people that were in that natural disaster. So that is what I want to do my review on. I was going to mention numerous films, but I just felt like this one was just so hard hitting and so timely that it deserves all the attention. So
Mhm. Just the one?
yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because this one was so important. Austin, I'm not kidding. You have to watch it. It is so good.
Until they make a documentary about why they thought Amelia Perez was a good idea, I'm not watching it. No, I'm kidding. Was it on Netflix, you said?
Yes, it was on Netflix, and then they also have the National Geographic, which is on Disney and Hulu Plus, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Um,
I might have
you
heard of
can't
that.
miss it. I think it was top 10 in the United States this week, if I'm not mistaken. So you'd be able to see it. That's why I thought it was perfect. It was perfect timing for this episode.
Yeah.
Um, so, but yeah, so that's what I did my review on. Like I said, I think for me, this one deserves its own limelight, its own shelf. It's timely. It is extremely applicable. It is really well done, and I think it also just it amplifies the voice or the understanding of things that maybe some of us just don't always hear or see or think of. And it's the tragedy that is either it's the tragedy that's around natural disasters and these types of things. So
Huh.
yeah,
I'm looking at Netflix. I'm not seeing it, but I'll find it later. So yeah, all right. Let's know your
if
guys' thoughts on that in the comment section below. And moving on to this. I'm actually really intrigued about this. So we have a film coming out. I believe it's in a few weeks, I think, from what I remember. Uh I don't know when the release date for this is, but I'm trying to look right now when it's coming out. But this movie looks it's a unique concept in itself. It's
it's
almost like
weird, it's kind
yeah,
of weird.
it's weird, but it's one of those I'm like, all right, you have my interest type of weird because it's something it's almost like what's that one film that has I don't think it's Mel Gibson. It's the guy that almost looks like Mel Gibson. I can't remember his name, but it
The guy
involves
that almost looks like Mel Gibson. Oh gosh.
yeah. But it involves like a dog, and you see like the dog go through different reincarnations trying to find his owner.
Oh, a man's best friend,
I mean,
right?
yes. And so
Yeah.
it's almost like that in a way, but I don't think there's any dialogue in this film. It's just literally from a dog's perspective where it can see ghosts, and next the ghost starts haunting this house or whatever, and the dog needs to defend its owner. That's kind of a unique idea in itself. Um, now if it's now if it's any good is a different story, and I'm intrigued. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I thought the dog looked kind of weird, but the
It's a
story's
real
different.
dog.
I know it just looks weird. I don't know if
Huh.
my computer just made it look weird, but it just looked weird. Um, I'm excited. It's different. I love
Yeah.
different. Now, as to whether or not it'll be well done, that remains to be seen. But it's
Yeah.
good.
Well,
I
see,
think.
here's the thing. If anything happens to that dog, you know a lot of people are going to be pissed because the thing is, you can't kill dogs in films because or any form of content because people are very sensitive when it comes to dogs. So that mean does it lose its suspense when you know probably something isn't going to happen to this dog? Or will they roll the dice and kill the dog if the dog is heroic in a way, saving his owner or whatnot?
So that's what I'm curious about is the dog going to be safe? Because if the dog dies, people are going to be really mad.
Yeah, unless it's a cat, then no one cares. It's like kill the cat, whatever. So
I saw the comments and somebody said, "I hope that the dog wins the Academy Award for best actor."
they
People
start
have
like
been
a
moving away from.
uh like they
It's like somebody said it looks like Bolt. Uh,
no, Bolt is like a small white dog. I don't know.
Oh, listen to this one. This one's good. I usually root for horror movies lead characters to die. Never have I been more emotionally invested in one though, like this one.
Yeah, because it's a dog. You know, if you because that's dogs in films are like a cheap way to get emotional attachment. Because it's like, well, it's because everyone likes, well, if you're not allergic to them, if you're not abusive to them, but most likely everyone's likes dogs, and so they're kind of used as in a cheap way to get emotion out of the audience. Uh,
Yeah,
so I don't know.
yeah,
I'm intrigued. I'm more curious to see how they dub the film. I can't wait to hear what the dog sounds like in like Spanish or
and Spanish. Oh my
in China.
gosh.
It's like, hey, bark,
Ah,
bark. Like
oh
it's
I could already bark, bark, bark. Save my owner. No, just kidding.
or help, help, like in in China or something. I don't know. Gosh, but I don't know. Let us know your guys' thoughts. I want to get to the well, actually, that's the next topic. But the next topic is
Oh
a
gosh. Oh
is a
gosh.
they're they're remaking or they're continuing a Knight Rider film. I've never seen the Knight Rider movies. I know it's a talking car. I've seen clips, but I've never actually sat down and watched them. So this is like, okay, all right, another thing that's being remade. Um, this is more up your alley. What do you think?
Okay, first off, I don't know what that means to be. It's more up my alley.
Okay, well, you're more older, so you probably know Knight Rider a little bit more than
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Throwing that
Everybody.
throwing that in your face, like you're old. Here,
Uh,
enjoy it. So,
okay. First off, I just want to point out it's a sci-fi film. It is awesome. I mean, it's David Hasselhoff is the OG. Um,
yeah, like who are they gonna are they gonna recast or
uh,
like what are they what's like the point of the film? Like what are they doing? So I don't, that's I don't know. Is David
look,
Hoff even still alive? I think he died like a couple years ago.
David Hasselhoff, is he
Yeah,
dead? No, he's not. He's still alive. What are you talking about?
I don't know. Is he
You're
still part of
going
Spo
crazy.
is he still part of SpongeBob this whole entire time?
Oh my gosh, I have no idea. You're asking the wrong person. I just one second.
Oh, he's still
Somebody's trying to
alive,
call me.
yeah.
Okay, sorry. One of my friends was trying to FaceTime me, so my camera went off and all the
Oh.
crazy things are going on. You're just yeah. You just kill me. It's so funny. It just everybody. If I had a dollar every time Austin killed somebody on accident, i.e., he said they were dead, I would have numerous dollars, which is
Hmm.
very weird.
Yeah.
Because Austin knows everything. He's very aware of like most things. But anyway, um, let me bring it back. So super popular 1980s TV show. Um, like the whole thing about this is kind of like if I remember correctly, he's saved, given kind of like a new identity.
Hmm.
Like the car, it's a computerized talking car. Knight Rider was actually in, if I'm not mistaken. Um,
Benchwarmers.
Yes, but then it was also in Scooby-Doo. I
Yes.
think Knight
Yeah.
Rider made a few references like that was pretty popular. So I'm excited. I think it could be really good. What I don't like
Is it going to be like a
is
21 Jump Street situation where it's like in the same universe but different characters, cameo from the character?
I have no idea. What I'm curious about though is it's from the creators of Cobra Kai.
Oh, I saw
And
that. I'm like, oh
I
no.
was surprised
No.
you didn't say anything, Austin. I was
Oh,
waiting for you to say something.
I forgot to mention that, but yeah, it is the creators from Cobra Kai, and I'm like, oh great, we're gonna have the car doing karate. Great, that's just lovely. And it's gonna fall in love with another car, and it's gonna be like Rachel and Ross, like we're off, we're on a break. It's like, oh, shut up, shut up. Cobra Kai is garbage.
I already know everybody else is gonna be like, oh, these Cobra Kai creators, la 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 la. What I'm interested to see though is that it says the feature take has been in development for a while and the project had a previous script. The news take is being kept in the back of a semi-trailer, but expect the unexpected when it comes to the Cobra Kai creators. I just hope they don't ruin it. Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say on it because I'm not someone that has a lot of form of Knight Rider. But if it could bring some fun to the industry, sure, why not? And it could introduce people to the IP like 21 Jump Street did. If they honestly really do take the route of what 21 Jump Street did and just play off on the nostalgia and
It could be good.
go like hokey with the characters and just goofy and over the top, then the movie could be fun and good. So I don't know.
Could could
Good.
be is the strong
What they
implication.
should do
But
is
I
just make it a 21 Jump Street and Knight Rider crossover. Just do that. There you go. There's your movie.
what they should do is they should just put it in they should just make it like a Tesla and make it like Elon Musk as the car. No, I'm just kidding.
They should make that as like a joke. Like he's mess like like one of the characters is messing with the voice of the car. It's just Elon Musk's voice coming out of the car for some
Oh
reason.
my gosh, that would be so funny. I
It's
just yeah, the whole thing is just
imagine me as a human than a car. It's like, oh no. Elon, no. But yeah, I don't know. Let us know your guys' thoughts in the comment section
uh,
below on the matter. The one this here's the thing. Here's the topic. I don't know if I'm gonna make this the main topic of the episode or if I'm just but I don't
this next one.
yeah.
Oh
See,
gosh, I
I
have so many
I
feelings about this.
I love Nicolas Cage. The past couple films he's been in are hit or miss. But he's usually great. He is a great actor. I like him. I like to see him do work. But this is an odd choice, especially when they who do they cast as Mary? They casted someone weird as Mary in this movie. A lot of people are going to be upset, but Mary's white. Ignore that. But they casted someone who is like it's supposed to. I think she's like LGBTQ members and all that, so they had to cast someone in it to be all that. I don't know why. I'm trying to find.
So I'm I am not a fan of this movie. I'm just going to be very blunt and
You already seen
honest.
it? How is it?
No, no, no. You know what I meant. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing over there. Um, I just, I just think it's extremely offensive. Honestly, I think that it's
Yeah,
very
that's the thing that's going to come across with this film. It's unique, but it's also going to come off very offensive.
like I get it. I get Nicolas Cage.
I
He's a
might
weird dude.
I might have
He's
been
kind of
thinking of
weird.
someone else. I think that so Hiba Tolan is Mary in the film. I was thinking of a different person. There's but so never mind about that part. But yeah, this is just a weird. It's a unique idea, and I think if they played the idea of almost like what James Gunn's brother did with Superman, making like a Superman horror film. What if like Superman as a kid decided to kill on like if they took
Yeah,
something like
that
that,
was that was Brightburn, wasn't it? That
Yes,
was that.
which I
Yeah,
liked.
weird.
I like that movie. So like if they did something like that where like they symbolized it in a way or said like not why am I blank I'm jumbling my words here. So if they made it like almost like a parody in a way where like they don't say outright like this is Jesus who just becomes evil instead of like in Brightburn like the same thing like Brightburn it's not Superman but it's concept off of Superman so you have that knowledge but it's really not Superman that's evil. They should have done something like
Uh,
that and I think it
I
would have
think
been
the
less offensive.
I think the problem that I have is it's called the Carpenter's Son, so it's
Yes, that
heavily implied
it
that
yeah.
I just think, look, I'm not one of those people that gets offended by movies. For somebody that is Christian, I
I've
think that this
seen
is
plenty of religion.
blasphemous.
No, like this is straight up like in your face, like against the
It's offensive.
religion. But like
Well,
I've seen religion films that played off the idea, but I think this is probably the most offensive one for sure.
here's the thing. I just don't think you should do it about any religion. I think that it is very disrespectful. So, unfortunately, in the United States, there is a lot of times that they do it, particularly against like Buddhists or Muslims, or it's usually the religion that's not the predominant religion, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
I just do not think that. Oh, can you hear me?
yeah, there you go.
Okay. I just don't think that you do that. I think that there is um like for me, obviously I hold Christ with lots of reverence. And so this type of movie is just extremely disgusting.
Hmm.
And I would say the same thing where it's like I like movies that attack people's race, sex, religion, just not a big fan. And it's also a big reason why I don't watch a lot of like comedy movies that are like low key, in my opinion, just racist and terrible.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of
Well, there's
things
a
where
way
I
to
think that,
ways to do these type of jokes, but if you don't actually make it funny, it will come off racist or sexist or
like,
whatever.
a funny thing would be like Veggie Tales, where it's kind
Yeah,
of goofy.
which
Making
was also
Jesus,
Christian.
making Jesus evil or whatever the heck this is, I mean, that is just like,
Yeah, like again, that's why I
wow.
said like, what if they did like if they did something where it's like almost like Brightburn, where it is Superman, but it's also just straight up not Superman, but you understand where the
Well,
concept is coming from. If they did
why
that,
don't,
I think I would be more okay with it. I'm still gonna go watch it.
well,
I'm gonna still see what they do with it. I'm just not too sure
what
how
they
well it's.
should do, they should have just made him the devil.
Yeah.
You could have just used Satan
Instead of Jesus being born, it's the devil being born.
or something.
Like
I mean, I understand.
somehow the devil got took over Jesus' body or something. I don't know.
Well, no,
May,
that's
well
also no.
or
Mm.
no or I'm trying to not like exactly
Like a person's body.
this is like you're being told like this is Jesus. This is like the new like this is like the person that's supposed to save everyone. But really it's misunderstood of the pro of
Oh,
whatever.
like the Antichrist. Well,
Yes.
I mean, that's basically what they.
Um eh,
But it wouldn't have been Jesus. They
yeah.
shouldn't have implied. They should have just said, "This is not Jesus. This is somebody that is trying to pretend to be." They could have made any. I don't know. It's Nicolas Cage, and he does weird stuff. So I just was not surprised,
Yeah.
honestly. But those are my thoughts on that. I have lots of mean thoughts to say, but I'm going to refrain
Well, you know who's
because I think it's
a lot of people. I get well, it'd be weird if this is like the film that makes a lot of money. It's like I don't know. Like, would this make money, especially with how Christians are looked at now right now, especially in the US?
so. Rephrase that because I want to make sure I tackle this question correctly.
There as of right now in the world, there is a lot of eye rolling to the Christianity. That's just a simple fact. There's a lot of eye rolling to it. So with this movie, as of right now, how much religion is getting negative looked at, would this movie be supported, especially by some liberals, some LGBTQ supporters? Like,
I don't even think it's about that. I think where I think you see the biggest lash out or feedback against
mm,
Christians is that there are a lot of people that claim to be, but that don't actively
mm,
represent or actually live to be the thing that they so vehemently claim that they are. And so, there's always been promise to be people that are negatively against
yeah.
Christianity,
Well, I mean, like
right?
a lot of like the talks in this, like in these certain groups, they always say like, I was in a church before, and so I know what you're talking about, but you should shut up. It's like, okay, all right.
I think
Well,
I think the better thought process is, what did you see in church? Did you see broken people that are sinful and terrible, or
yeah.
did you see people that were, acting in, the desire to be more Christ-like? And I think that's where it gets difficult. Is this film, and I'm sure people have probably already gathered this, is very difficult for me because I think it's very offensive.
Mm,
But like I said, I just don't think there's certain things that you make jokes about. There's certain things that you just don't do. And I know that there are like comedians and people that take pot shots at other religions and things all the time. Um, I'm not a fan of that. I don't go support those, and I don't care whether it's a religion that I am in or one that I am not. I
mm,
just don't think that there's any. I just don't think that that is quite necessarily a good idea.
yeah. The
Um,
only one that we can
so,
make fun of is Scientology because it's not a real religion.
oh my goodness, I don't even make fun of those. I pray for those people,
That's a cult.
because
That's
it's
not a
like,
religion.
what?
It's a straight up cult. So
They're allowed to believe. I mean, that's the
they're
beautiful thing about the
I
First
mean, yeah,
Amendment
they're allowed to
is
believe
freedom
it
of
in
speech, freedom
numbers.
of
Yeah.
religion,
So,
freedom of the press. So I just, I find it very difficult when people are like, well, that goes against
well,
that's anti-free
yeah,
speech.
it goes against whatever you say in the Bible. You're being
Yeah,
hateful. It's like, well,
I
whenever
I
you
am
disagree
not.
with someone,
Yeah, I am not anti-free speech by any means. But I
well,
just think
it's the
I
people
just
that
will not.
are against the Bible are anti-free speech. So it's really the other way around.
Well, a lot of people are anti-free speech that they don't agree with,
Yeah.
and so I'm of the belief you can say whatever you want, but I'm not going to support it.
Yeah,
So
you don't
I
have to
just think,
support it. It's a better way to phrase it.
oh yeah, well, I mean, like you have the right to say something stupid, and I have the right to say that that's idiotic.
Yeah.
So it, and I don't mean that offensively or rude. I'm just saying that
Well, when it
like
comes to
there,
freedom of speech, people want it, but they don't want the consequence of that freedom of speech. That's the thing
sure,
that what people.
for sure. And I think the consequences of this film will be a lot of backlash by people that think that this is like just absolutely disgusting.
Hmm.
And I'm in that camp as well. But like I said, I would also be a person that goes, ooh, this is not a good.
Again, like I'm not against the idea of it, but straight up calling it like this is Jesus and giving the name of whatever of what the film is, that's just like okay, now we're going a little bit too far. Like this is
Yes.
like I don't I
Nicolas Cage is going, I don't know what he's thinking. Definitely something.
yeah
So,
like I want unique style. Like we were just talking about like a unique film of a film from a dog perspective and seeing goes. Like I want more stuff like that. But until you go too far with it, it's like, okay, well, now you're
yeah.
kind of just, now it's becoming offensive. And so it's like,
Well, and you could make a film without being offensive. There are so many ideas and things that you could, tackle and parody. Now, if it was a parody and it was like, you know, I don't even know. No, that's not even a parody. That would just be bad. But that's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. I'm sure
mhm.
people have interesting takes. I hope people hear that whether you're, a Christian, not Christian, Muslim, doesn't matter. Regardless of what your thought process is, I think we can all agree that when it attacks something that's obviously very close to people, I think that sometimes it can come across very negative. So I will not be seeing that movie, but I am curious to see how it's received and what happens with it for sure.
Yeah,
So
if this movie makes a lot of money, it will show where people stand on things a lot.
I think it'll flop.
I
un
don't,
you
well,
know
I guarantee this movie's
un
made been made for $2 million, so it would probably make some form of money because
sure.
so.
Mhm.
But yeah, let us know your guys' thoughts in the
Drop them
description
below.
in the comment section below. So we're on our final topic, which is the main question of the episode. Will anything else coming out this year beat Avatar Fire and Ash at the box office? So the real question is, would it make more than Lilo and Stitch?
Good
Or
question.
I think Avatar will still come out on top, but is there a chance of anything else that could be a $1 billion film that isn't out yet?
So I'm looking right now. Weapons, Nobody 2, American Kana. Um, Conjuring comes out September 5th. No.
Next week, which that
Downton
is
Abbey comes out. The Long Walk. The Long Walk is going to be a good movie. I'm just saying.
I that is a film I'm really looking forward to. Like it all it
Uh,
has a lot of things going for it.
oh, I forgot Strangers 2 comes out. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
looking everybody. Tron Ares, I think Tron's gonna flop. I'm sorry, I just don't think it does well. Um,
Well, the last one wasn't very good either. So,
yeah, let's see. Frankenstein, Die, Predator, Badlands, no. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That could do pretty well, but I don't think it does well. The Running Man, no. Oh, maybe Wicked for Good. Do you think
yeah,
Wicked for Good gives a run for its money?
it could be a $1 billion film, but I don't think as big as Avatar.
Maybe not, but man, some of those people, Zootopia 2, I think does well too. I don't think it'll, I think it'll be
Well,
$1 billion movie, but I don't
I
think,
know the first one was a $1 billion film, but how much did it actually make in the $1 billion?
I don't know. I'd have to
Uh,
go look. No,
it
I think
it
Avatar.
it just
SpongeBob, Search for SquarePants.
oh, I totally forgot about that film.
I'm kidding.
Um, but so Zootopia, the first Zootopia made just a little over $1 billion. So this one could make maybe slightly more than that, but I think Avatar will still come up on top. Because the reason why I asked this question is because I've been seeing this question a lot. There's like a lot of questions that have been asked, like what film would make $1 billion? Would Avengers Doomsday make $1 billion? Will Supergirl make more than Spider-Man? Like, so that's why I kind of throw this question in there. It's like,
Yeah.
which,
I don't think anything will beat Avatar, but I do think that the movies that I mentioned, like the ones that I mentioned, like Zootopia and Wicked will give it a run for its money.
hmm.
Uh,
Do you think it will make
yeah.
more than the previous Avatar film?
Oh, I don't know. So The Way of Water did really well, but
Hmm.
I
I don't think it
like
was
we're in it.
received well, though.
No, I think people
I
saw it
liked
because
it
it was
more than the first one.
no, I don't. I thought both of them were me.
Well, okay,
So
that's not really saying much, but yeah, but I enjoy. But the first one is just wooden dialogue and copy and paste of what was that film? Why am I blanking it? Um, it's a film that you've seen multiple times, as well as Way of Water. But I was more invested in the sequel than the first one, and so that's why I'm like, all right, show me more of these good
yeah,
people.
I think I don't know.
I don't,
Mm,
it's it. I think it could make. I think it will get close to what A Waves of Water made, but I don't think it would do better than it.
yeah, you're right. I think you're right. There's no I think The Conjuring probably does well. I would be shocked if The Conjuring didn't do over like 400 million, honestly.
What
I
was the
feel like The
last?
Conjuring film.
What did the last one do? Because it's the same
Um,
director as well.
let's see.
That last one came out like 4 years ago. I thought it was a lot longer than that.
The Conjuring, the last one made 320 million, it looks like. I would be shocked if it didn't do more, honestly. Oh, never
It
mind.
it made
Never mind.
206. So I
Eh,
especially
probably not.
so if that one made $206 million and is also the same director, I think it'd do as worse because then people go like, well, if it's the same director, why would I go watch it if I didn't like the last one?
Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I don't think it does as well.
And I don't think people would go watch it because they market it as like the last Conjuring film, but yet but it's not the last film in the Conjuring universe.
Yeah,
So
that's confusing. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It probably doesn't do that well.
I don't. I don't
No, I think it's going to be Avatar.
mm,
It just Avatar consistently does really well. It'll be $2 billion, I'm sure, like it usually is. So it just yeah. Nope, I think so.
okay. Yeah. Well, how much do you think it will make?
2.4,
2.4?
2.2, 2.2 to 2.4.
How much did Avatar 2 make? I know it's 2 point something. I'm looking real quick. Avatar made the Weight of Water made 2.32 million dollars. 2.3 bill did I say million? $1 billion. So yeah, if you see it making slightly a little more than Avatar 2.
Yeah, I would say. Mhm.
Just not a huge amount. It's not $3 billion. It won't be the first film to make $3 billion.
No, I don't think so.
I
I
don't I
I would be
don't
shocked.
without ticket prices going up, I don't think any film would make $3 billion.
Yeah, I don't think so either. And even if they did increase the ticket prices, I don't think that it would be successful. So,
No,
um,
yeah, less people would
yeah,
go. But yeah, so that's our last topic. A lot shorter of an episode, still like kind of like in the 2 hour range, but still a shorter episode. Um, we haven't had a sh really short episode in a while, so only 10 topics I'm totally cool with. If you guys want to know the other stuff that we probably talked about that you're wondering, like, what about this? Go check out last month's episode or last 2 weeks episode. Uh, l- so, what would you say was the most interesting topic to talk about?
um,
The main
I
theme of
think
this episode was streaming in general, but
I loved the streaming episode. I thought it was
oh,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
So, let us know your guys' thoughts on each topic in the comment section below and which one you found the most interesting. And hopefully see you guys next month. Thank you guys very much for watching. Like always, we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys.